And about a half hour in, he finally figured out that I had the same degree he had, but I had 10 years of industry experience, and this is my product set, and I had been running strategy and knew what the F I was doing. The tendency of a lot of firms is to send people with very little background in to tell people who know what they're doing that they're doing it wrong. By the way, that same firm, whose name starts with M, I've had a chance to work with 5 really, really big software and software enabled companies who got the product management course and instruction and advice from that really big company, which, by the way, has no product managers and couldn't find product management if you gave them all the consonants in the correct order, right? Almost all of the advice was either 30 years old or wrong. Important to remember that the consultants we're hiring are working for all of our competitors as well, and they have all of the same data, right? So there's some trend in the market, and in the alcoholic beverage market, there's a move away from scotch and toward vodka, or the other way around, right? And that's, somebody's got that well understood and all the data's gathered, right? It turns out if you're a consultancy with an expertise in fermented or distilled beverages, you're working for all of the companies in the space. Now, maybe not the same person, but you're all working off the same deck and the same strategy and the same data and the same assumptions. So if we go back to the essential of strategy, if every company in the market has the same strategy, that's probably not going to determine who succeeds, right? Second thing that seems really important to me is my company has a lot of very, very specific knowledge about our segment, our users, what worked, what didn't work. And the folks on the outside have a lot of information, but they don't know what we know. At least I hope they don't know what we know, right? And again, the essence of strategy is to find a segment or an approach that's distinct from the competitors that gives us advantage. Just for clarity, I'm a huge fan of agile. Yeah, I'm an agilist. I believe every development team I've worked with over the last 20 years that was any good is doing some flavor of agile, but it doesn't answer the strategy question. Yeah, so I'm a huge fan of Alex Osterwalder and his Canvas and all the other folks in the lean movement who are applying good learning here. The learning, though, is the Canvas doesn't give you a strategy. It's a place to organize and track your thoughts so you can go out and test your strategy and find out if it's a good one, right? I think strategies that come out of standard decks and are shared across a lot of companies are pretty much by definition not that useful.